How come you're not working at one of those fancy tech firms?
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable. Something
important.
Iconic.
Hey, what's up with the YouTubians? Let's have a tough conversation. The trailer for Ironheart came out the other day, and a lot of people had a problem with it. A lot of people had an issue with it. It is one of the most downvoted, unliked trailers that have came out in a very long time. Like, it is up there. A lot of people are upset. And of course, you have some black people who feel upset. They feel attacked. That they are being attacked, and the show is being hated on because they feel like other people are just being racist. And then you have other people on the other side who feel like it's just another DEI situation being shoved down their throat. Another case of Marvel deciding to go woke and go broke, as they say. Even though them folk don't know what the hell woke really means. Ain't it crazy how as black people, we come up with a lot of things, a lot of saying, a lot of phrases, and it get hijacked by other people, and they just change the narrative of what it means, and then they use it in a disrespectful way and keep going with it. That's another conversation. But woke ain't what they think woke is. But anyway, the version of woke that they do think it is, they have a issue with that being shoved down their throat. So they're looking at it like that, and they don't like it without ever even seeing the show. Before they ever even seen the show, they don't like it. I think everybody has a valid point on both sides of the fence. There's some validity to both sides. As black folk feeling like it's just a situation of people being anti-black or racist, and I like it. And I feel like on the other side of the fence where other racists may feel like, oh, it's just something that Marvel is shoving down our throat, trying to force certain things on us, or just think that people are going to like it or should be forced to like it because it's diversity. I feel like both can be true. But personally, if I drag y'all into the water a little deeper, Marvel had this show done for 2 or 3 years. That means they set on this. They've had this for a while. And then they're just now releasing the trailer. Just not even releasing any footage from the show. They've had this show done. Now I know COVID and a lot of things shuffle Marvel's schedule and move some stuff around and change some things up back in the day, but this isn't a situation where they had delays and this show was done. Marvel has set on it. That means Marvel never had confidence in it. That they didn't believe in it. Even before people stopped watching the Disney Plus shows and the Marvel shows. Even before people turned on Marvel as they have now. Seeing as Thunderbolts is a good movie and people aren't going to go see it. Captain America was an okay movie, but people are treating it like it was trash. Like, people have turned on Marvel and Disney Plus. This means before that ever even happened, they sat on this show and had no confidence in it. They put out Echo before they put out this. Nobody asked for Echo. Nobody. I didn't like Hawkeye season 1, and they done came out talking about Hawkeye season 2 is delayed or it might not happen because Jeremy Renner ain't taking the same. I wasn't nobody excited for that. I'm playing. You got some people who are just hardcore fans who like anything Marvel does. But nobody really asked for Ironheart. Also, if we being honest, when I saw Ironheart in Wakanda Forever, I was like, I didn't get it. I understand the MacGuffin and the reason why the reasoning they had when they was in the movie, but you could have used a plethora of other young black characters to put in Wakanda Forever if you want to break a young black hero or black character. I didn't get Ironheart being that choice. Now, in the comics, honestly, her and Riri Richards, Ironheart name is Riri Richards. Her and Shuri start out as frenemies, and then they become besties. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something that happens in the comics, but just for that movie and that setting in Wakanda Forever, I didn't understand why Ironheart was the choice. And then for her to get her own show, like, to me, she's a person that needs a team up. Like, if you're going to do a show with her, she should have been in a team up situation, or a movie, a team up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they do Young Avengers, or I forgot what's the other young team they got. But if they do a situation like Riri would fit that, but just her by herself, I've never felt like she was a popular enough character. See, Marvel had this thing they did in the early 2000s where they did go with the diversity and equity situation. They started race swapping and gender swapping a lot of characters. They tried that. And it didn't go so well. Fans turned on the comics. And a lot of characters that they debuted or they brought out weren't successful. Now, Shuri came a little bit before that, but Shuri is well received. People love Shuri. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not so much in the movies because of the way they did her movie character, but they love Shuri. Miles Morales started out, people didn't like him at first, but then they came around and now they love Miles Morales. Miss Marvel struggled a little bit, then people fell in love with Miss Marvel. That's one of the most popular comic book characters. Jane Foster, they hated Jane Foster for the longest, but over time they found a niche for her and they found a way to actually make her cool. You know what I'm saying? So people like Jane Foster, Squirrel Girl, I think they kind of like her too. But I think one of the biggest things about some of those characters is with Miles Morales, Peter Parker is still alive. With Jane Foster, Thor is still there. You know, I forgot who else. Shuri, of course, T'Challa is still alive in the comics. And with Riri Richards, she never really just caught on. But a lot of people don't know is that Riri Richards was sponsored by Tony Stark. He's a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she's developing her suit. She has him as a backer and she's a protege. The way Spider-Man was in the movies with Tony Stark, that was Riri Richards' storyline. That's her storyline that they took and put in the movies. But we know Tony Stark is dead now, so that can't happen. Now, Ryan Coogler being over everything black in Marvel, Ryan Coogler personalized who Riri Richards was. He's from Oakland, so he decided to make her from Oakland in the movie. And he gave her an Oakland personality, which made her a little rougher, a little more hood, a little more masculine than most young ladies. And I think that's going to be an uphill battle for the show, too. I don't think a lot of people will receive it for that reason. Listen, it doesn't matter how you feel, who you are, what you do. I'm not knocking you. That's your life. That's your choice. I'm not knocking it. But femininity, I can't say it. Femininity still sells. That feminine world still sells. It's still important. Just like masculine men are still important. At some point in time, Marvel went away from that. Disney went away from that and decided that that wasn't that cool anymore. They still sell. They're still important. So you have a chick that came off kind of masculine and kind of hood, and then you had her scrounging through scraps and doing illegal things in order to get the stuff she needed to put her suits together, and she's just this hood chick that made it to MIT. I think that's going to be something that's going to be hard to make other people fall in love with. I know me as a black person, as a person that grew up a certain way, that's nothing to me. But to some people, they're not going to receive it well, especially when they already feel like it's a diversity and equity situation and Marvel trying to shove wokeness down their throat. And Spider-Man is dead, so you can't have a situation where Spider-Man is literally the one who brought her in and decided to be her mentor and trainer and, hey, gave her the props. Here, baby, I'm glad you got the suit. You can take... Oh. Now, will she get the technology that Spider-Man had where you had the Jarvis version of Tony Stark talking to Spider-Man? Will she get that? Maybe in the show she might. She might. We have to wait till the show come out to see. And I'll watch the show. I will watch the show. I'll watch everything. I give everything a chance. Now, if I don't like it, I'm going to say I don't like it. And honestly, Disney Plus it doesn't have a good track record right now. It hasn't been putting out good shows. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what y'all think. I don't like it. Listen, we didn't ask for Ironheart, but we also didn't ask for Echo. We also didn't ask for, shoot, they got a bunch of stuff we didn't ask for. I don't know why they're slipping on. Like I said, I didn't ask for Hawkeye. Andor season 2 is out right now. I haven't started watching yet. I got to check it out. Andor season 1 wasn't bad, but the last Star Trek, not Star Trek, but Star Wars IP wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the Mandalorian, like, honestly, nothing on Disney Plus has really been just great to me except for X-Men 97 recently. I haven't watched the new Spider-Man cartoon either, but What If was trash. The last couple of seasons of What If was garbage. Like, Disney Plus doesn't have a good track record right now. And Marvel is leaking fluid. It's a car that's leaking radiating oil and transmission fluid everywhere right now. The fact that they sat on this for 3 years, it showed me that they don't have belief in it and they haven't overly promoted it, which tells me that they're not putting their all into whatever this show is going to be. I will give it a chance. And if it's good and people hate on it, in spite of it being good, I will say that. The same way I said it for Thunderbolts, the same way I said it for Captain America. If it's good and people are still hating on it anyway, I'm going to call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? They have underlying conditions when it comes to it. There's underlying conditions. But we'll see. I'm just not going to support it just to support it. It has to be good. Junior,